Yeah, so hope we're not making a big mistake by hooking these together from what I read. Well, we have a video for you guys today that is going to be pretty interesting for me because I've never done this before. We're going to be hooking up the solar panels, not necessarily hooking them up, but we're going to be setting up the stand for it, building a stand, getting all the solar panels that we have on hand right now on the stand, and then I'll see if I can run the wires maybe to the well house, and then if we got enough time, then maybe we'll start messing with actually the whole system. If not, that'll have to be for another video, another day. We'll just see kind of how it takes us, how long it takes us to do the stand and all that. Right now, I actually went to my storage unit last night and got I had two of them, 200 watt solar panels, and I got a short I'm going to post on that. We had an infestation inside our storage unit, and stay tuned probably tomorrow for that short that I'm going to put out. It's pretty creepy, but anyway, so I went and got those 2 solar panels. I got 5 on hand right now already, so that's 700 watts. And I just 2 days ago I purchased 840 more watts, I think, 4 210 watt panels. So that's going to give us a total of, what is that, around right at 1500 watts. And I'm pretty positive that's going to be plenty for the 4 batteries we got now, and for the system that we want to potentially run the camper also. So what we're setting up right now, and we'll go in more detail when we're doing it, is more like a temporary stand. Is not going to be long term. Mainly it'll be for while we're living in the camper, and then once we get the house built and start hooking the solar up over there, we're going to leave this system and do a whole nother system across the property over there. And but whenever we do the main stands over there, we're going to do some I think it's corrugated metal or some sort of metal that's permanent. And when we do that one over there, we'll do this one here. But right now, this one's going to be temporary permanent. I do a lot of that. So that's what we're going to be showing you guys today. So let's get into the video. Let's start building this, and I'm excited. I'm hopefully within the next few days we'll have solar power and potentially be running our camper, 100% be running our well. That's a really big deal to us because we have to run the generator all the time when we want to do laundry and when we want water for the camper. So by doing the solar, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, you might say. We don't have to run that generator all the time anymore. So I'm excited to get this all hooked up and done. We're taking a break from the framing, obviously, to do this. And as soon as we get all this set up, we'll get back on the framing. It's just one of those things we have to prioritize. We really need the solar and all that for the camper, and you guys know how it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and follow along with us on this off-grid journey of our life. So hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Let's take a quick minute to talk about today's sponsor. You guys can see that I got the grill firing up. That only means one thing. It's ButcherBox. ButcherBox is sponsoring today's video. I want to take some time to share with you guys the promo that they got going on. They always have some awesome promos. The one that I'm sharing with you guys today is from the 22nd of November all the way till the 28th. If you guys sign up in between those dates, you will get 2 free New York strips for a year in your box that you get each month. So the new members receive 2 100% grass-fed New York strip steaks for free in every box for 1 year of their ButcherBox membership. So I have a confession to make. We have already eaten our New York strips, or I'd be showing you guys those right now, but let me show you something real quick. In our box that we received, we actually got some grass-fed beef boneless chuck roast. Now this is a roast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it into steaks and make chuck eye steaks. I get those a lot, and I absolutely love those. And so that's what we're going to do with this roast because I always, as soon as I get the box, we're eating steak, and sometimes I forget to show you guys, but I do have some B-roll that I'll show you of some beef tips that they sent us, and they were awesome as well. Brandy loved them, I loved them, the girls love them, just absolutely amazing. So let me share a little bit about ButcherBox. So ButcherBox has high quality meat, delicious 100% grass-fed, free-range organic chicken, pork, raised, cage-free, and wild-caught seafood. So the unbeatable value, the average cost is less than $6 per meal. So the flexibility of ButcherBox is awesome. It will fit your needs. You can cancel anytime with no penalty. So the convenience of ButcherBox, it's a great tasting, high quality meat you can feel good about, delivered right to your doorstep with free shipping. So ButcherBox sources from farmers and fishermen who meet the highest standards of quality. So you get to choose your box and delivery frequency. The ButcherBox ships your order frozen and at the peak freshness, and is packed in an eco-friendly 100% recyclable box. So you get to enjoy the high quality meat that's delivered right to your door, and you get more time for amazing meals together with your family. So here's some of the things that my family really enjoys about ButcherBox is that all the meat is raised cage-free, so there's no antibiotics or added hormones ever in any of their meat. 100% grass-fed and grass-finished. That's actually pretty awesome, pretty rare thing that you can get. And I'll show you a little clip of what Brandy thinks about ButcherBox also.
I love it. I think it's really good. Like, he's more the meat eater than me. Like, I definitely do eat meat, but I just kind of am picky if the meat's really dry and stuff, and everything we've got's been really good.
Yeah, you heard it from Randy also. Our family loves ButcherBox. It's a great sponsor for the channel. We absolutely enjoy every bite of the meat that we put in our mouth. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you want to get in on this 100% grass-fed 2 New York strips, you guys need to click the link down below in the description box, and I'm also going to pin it in the comment section. Get in on it now. You guys will not be disappointed. I know there's a lot of people that live in the cities and even in the country that you guys just aren't able to raise your own food. This is the next best thing to that. It's so convenient, delivered right to your door, frozen, and just get it out, thawed out, and cook it and eat it. You guys aren't going to be disappointed. Okay, so these should be, I don't know. There should be 400 watt panels right here. It looks like maybe just one, so I might be shorter than I thought. So we'll have to get into this and see what we got. But we'll load these up on the Ranger, take them over there, and I'll show you what my plan is. Yeah, there's 2 in here. It says on the box 2. Tell you what, these are packaged great. I'm setting all the trash down right here, and we'll get rid of that here in just a little bit. Okay, so we're done. We got solar. I'm just joking. But I just want to set them out, just kind of show you what we got going on right now. So these are all 100 watts. It's kind of interesting because these 5 are from a different company and these 2 are from a different company. So those are 100 watts, but they're quite a bit smaller than these ones. So, but those are probably like 3 years old. I never used, and these are brand new. Which those are both brand new, but they're just older when I ordered them. Technology usually gets things smaller, but I don't know. But as long as they both brands work, I'm happy with it. I'll be happy with it. So yeah, that's what we have right now. This one right here actually has some fixing. I got to do some fixing. Gracie, when she was a young pup a couple years ago, actually tore that up on the front porch, and we're just not getting to use them, so it's not fixed yet. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is just build a small stand. I know I talked about in the last video how maybe I'd like to build one that I can move. I don't think after reading a lot of stuff, I'm not too worried about that. We actually took a class on solar a couple months ago, and the instructor actually said you could pretty much set these, put them south, set them straight like this, and you're only going to get an 18% decrease from you would at a certain angle. I don't know how true that is. That's just what he said. So even if we just laid them flat like that, you're still going to get some pretty good voltage, some pretty good watts out of them. But we're going to actually tilt them right at the right angle, and we'll show you building it, setting it all up, and try to wire it all together in this video. But as far as getting the rest of that stuff in there, it's just going to be time. If we have enough time, we'll start the process of that. If not, like I said earlier, we will have it done in the next few days. So hopefully this week sometime we'll have solar at the house that we can run everything, the well house and the trailer with. So let's get all the material, get it over here, and let's start building this. What y'all doing? Huh? So Sue and Mary's hanging out over here with some ladies. Then we got Bobby. He's wanting, it looks like he's something going on over here. He's like wanting to jump up on the trailer. I don't know. What's he doing over there? Then he's got his little group that's running with him. And the other, and Sue's son over there with the white tips on the back. We never named him, but he's hanging out with his ladies. Pretty interesting. Then we got the Lily. Lily, what are you doing? Gracie, Gabby. So there's the remnants of our pole barn that we were going to build, the pole barn house. And I've been trying to find a way to use some of this material. So what we're going to do, you guys seen over there, I've already got one of these 6x6s drug over there for the bottom. They're treated. So I'm going to go ahead and take another one over there, and that's going to be our base for the platform. And then I got some 2x4s over here from the well house that we'll use, and we'll just make an easy basic tilt platform to set the solar panels on.
When I was young, just a boy, dreamed of falling in love with a girl like you. Through the years I thought I found you, but nothing would do. Now here we are. Ooh, I wanna grow old with you. Ooh, you're making my dreams come true. Feel brand new, 'cause I don't get old loving you. When I was older, looking hard,
Okay, got my compass out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is facing south right there. So straight them trees right there. So I think I actually talked about I was going to put the solar panels over there by the well house. That's definitely not facing south, and I don't want to angle it all awkward. So we got our septic filled right here, our leach lines. This will be a good spot. It'll be in front of the camper, and it'll be the perfect location as far as we got a couple trees. Maybe this spring, if they start leaving out that we may have to cut down, but as of right now it's not going to affect shade or anything on these solar panels during the winter. So we'll deal with that in the spring when that time comes, but right now this is where we're going to put it. I'm gonna get the right angle. I'm gonna get these lined up south like I just showed you guys, and then we'll start doing the cross bracing and all that on there and get this set up and get the solar panels leaned on there. So I don't have any brackets for them. So basically I'm just going to kind of engineer where I can set the panels on this. I'll show you. I'll set the panels like on the angle, and they'll just be sitting up on top of there. Maybe we can tie them down somehow with some bungee with some zip ties or something for now. And but they're going to be perfect. I don't want to just set them. I mean, technically I could just lean them up against the trailer like that, but we're not going to do that. We're actually going to make a stand for it, obviously. But you just need a place for them to sit up. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's get this going. So, so I think I know why they're different sizes. These are the monos, and these are the poly solar panels. Okay, so from what I read, I can still use these together. They're both 100 watts, so it's not going to reduce the wattage or anything like that. From what I was reading, and the difference, I guess, is the moly compared to the poly is that the moly is cut from a single source of silicone or something, and the poly is from several different ones. They said that the mollies are actually more efficient, so that's what we have the majority of. So I'll start, and that's what we order too, so that's a good thing on my part. I did a lot of research a while back on all this, but if I don't keep up with it, I forget all the stuff I read and all that, so I got to continue to read and explore some more knowledge on this stuff, but that I'm learning as we go. So yeah, so hope we're not making a big mistake by hooking these together. From what I read, it says you can. You experts out there, leave me some comments down below. Now, you know, we're using a lot of reclaimed lumber here, so this actually 6x6 is actually like a 1/4 inch longer, and so I'm gonna square it up as best I can. Got my little chainsaw out here. We'll cut it with that, and then we'll start putting this frame together.
I didn't see you coming. Through the years you were doubting, you thought about running. Now here we are. Ooh, I wanna grow old with you. Ooh, you're making my dreams come true. Don't get old loving you. I wanna grow old with you. Ooh, you're making my dreams come true. Ooh, with you I feel brand new. 'Cause I don't get old loving you. 'Cause I don't get old loving you.
Scoot it all the way this way.
I'll zip tie. I can zip tie.
But do you know the length of how many?
Yeah, grab it. Cross. What is that? That 5?
5. Did you need one for the other one?
No, because that one's broke. So I need to put a board up.
Or just a little platform right here?
Yeah, well, I need to probably just need to order one more of those.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste it. I got 4
That
more
can go
big
on
ones.
something else.
Well, I can just.
But if you order one more, then it's exactly fits.
Yeah, but I got some big ones that are coming that are even like twice the size of these. I'm going to set them next to them. So it'll be the bigger one than the smaller ones. I can't use that other one because the cords are all chewed up from Gracie.
That's what I'm wondering if she's going to do.
No, I was going to do one.
Oh, I got to count. 23 inches?
Yeah, Well, what do you think, Brandy?
Looking good.
Thanks for the help.
That first board wasn't happening.
Yeah. Oh, so tell them what happened. I don't think I didn't even show that part.
Well, you've had like the not scrap, I guess scrap
the whole pole
pile,
barn,
but the stuff from the pole barn that you were gonna try to use if you could, but that board was like super warm.
Yeah. So Brandy goes,
I'm like,
man, this is pretty warped. It's pretty warped. I said, yeah, but it should work. But then like one was like this, one was like
one
that.
was like 20-degree angle.
So
well, you can just see the board.
yeah, I didn't realize it was that bad. I pulled over. That's not even gonna be usable.
Well, they were standing up in the ground
for months.
For a couple months, and it just kind of.
So me and Brandy just threw this together. I didn't measure the exact angle because what I told them, what they said in that class. Do you remember what he said? As long as you point them south. Do you remember any about that class?
Nope, I was thinking about getting food.
Well, he said,
I listened to some of it.
He said, yeah, he said as long as you point them south, if they could be straight up and down or flat.
Yeah.
He goes, it's better to get the right angle for the most efficiency, but he said you're only going to lose 18% at most, as long as you haven't pointed south or upside down.
This is like all it is some screws. Like you can move the board if you noticed, like you're messing with those the other day. If you notice, hey, I move it a little bit more, you could unscrew it and change it.
It won't be a problem. That's what I was telling Brandy too. I'm going to add another 2x4 across that's lower, so in the summer when I think the sun's higher, if I'm right, you can actually lower them down. So yeah, it was just some we're trying to repurpose some lumber. Nothing special, nothing fancy, but it's going to be effective. It's going to work. And
we can fit one more. We're going to try to get one more of these, and then that way they'll all be the same size, and we can just put those all right.
And then I was telling Brandy I ordered 4 more big ones. They're going to be like twice the size of these ones, and we'll just set them up beside there, and it'll be big ones and small ones.
Well, they won't fit on that.
No, I'll have to make another one. Yeah.
Well, and at Martin's, I mean, he had a couple different sizes because he started off with a couple bigger ones or smaller and vice versa.
That's what we got here, so it's going to work really well. We're going to end up with about 1,500 watts right now for what we got. Martin Johnson, they had 3250, I think is what they had, and they started off with like 1,000, 1,500 and built their way up. And that's what we're doing. Just as we could afford to do it, we'll get more. But I'm going to jump online, order 1 more of those. Like Brandy said, we'll have six of those, 600 watts, and those other 2, we're going to definitely use them, but just not right here right now. Yeah, it's actually a nice day. We're going to get back on the framing as soon as we get this solar all hooked up. I'm going to try to I'll show you guys trying to piece these, wire these together with all the connectors I got, and then maybe we'll run the cord over there just to look at it. I'm going to have to get some sort of tubing to put in there. Like Brandy said, we don't want Gracie tearing the wires up and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, and I don't want to be mad at her for something that we should just maybe prevent that.
So maybe we could put something over it to keep her from doing that.
Or we could put behind, just put a board that you can easily take off.
A lot of scrap zip board.
Yeah.
So we could do something like that, just so she doesn't get into
tempting.
it.
Anything she's not supposed to have, that's what she's
into.
Gonna find.
It's crazy. But we're gonna eat some lunch. We're gonna get some Butcher Box. If you guys haven't checked out Butcher Box yet, go get it on that promo they got. 2 free steaks for life. It's only till the 28th. You guys already seen me talk about it earlier. Brandy, what's been your experience with Butcher Box?
I'm trying to get out of the sun. Is that fine what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see
okay. I love it. I think it's really good. Like, he's more the meat eater than me. Like, I definitely do eat meat, but I just kind of am picky if the meat's really dry and stuff, and everything we've got's been really good.
Yeah.
Like, I like chicken breast, but I feel like a lot of times we get it from the store and grill it, and it's kind of dry, and this has been really good.
Yeah, and I've cooked it all the same every time, so even Brandy, Hope loves it.
Yeah.
Hope doesn't know it's Butcher Box, but it is.
Yeah.
And
you can tell a difference. Like, if we did some kind of blind taste test, I could definitely tell, because their meat is really good.
Yeah, it is good. And I was never been a big believer in the grass fed and all that until we started getting Butcher Box. And your mom and dad, they love it. We got them several months supplies of it, and it was like Christmas every time they got one. So all right, we'll be back in just a minute. We're gonna eat some lunch, and we'll jump back in here and finish this video. Okay, I was gonna show you all trying to hook all this up, but I'm gonna wait to do that whenever I get all this done over here. But I wanted to get the stand and everything built first with the solar panels on it, because once we get all the setup in there, and we'll walk over there in just a second, I want to be able to run it all and hook it all up at once. I don't want to have to wait to make a stand and get all the solar up. So that's why I took this step first, and I like it. I think it's gonna work awesome. But let me show you something. So I think I could actually put my battery banks with the solar panels. I could put the battery banks underneath here and put my solar over here, and those could be protected pretty much from the weather underneath there. But I was going to show you hooking all these up. I'm going to go ahead and just wait on that until I'm ready to hook this up directly to the well house itself. I'm going to come over here and show you what the plan is. I literally think I have everything I need to get it running, to get it going. I just now got everything in, ready to go, and so we can start working on that also. But for time's sake on this video, I don't want to go into a 45-minute video with you guys or longer. I wanted to get this out for you guys. Okay, so here's the 4 batteries we're starting off with. I got my inverters, the 6,000 watt from Sun Gold Power, and we're going to talk about all this in the next video. But then I come over here, and I literally have pretty much, I think, everything I need. I got all the cables. I think this is 100 foot of 8-auger gauge cable to run from here to the solar, and that's probably about 50 foot or so. Hey ladies. Oh, they come over here thinking I'm gonna give them something. And then I got all the other extra connectors for it and all that. Special Amazon. And then what do we got here? And I got all, actually mimicking Martin Johnson's setup, so I actually ordered all this stuff from his website. He had a link to Amazon accounts, and that's where I got all this stuff at. You guys can go reference him for all that. That's exactly what I did. We got the switches. I mean, we got everything ready to go. So my father-in-law is going to help me set it all up. He likes doing this kind of stuff. I think. I asked if he wanted to help me. He said, yeah, sure. So we pre-cut this board. It was his idea that let's cut the board. Let's set all the stuff up because we're going to put on the inside of the wall. Let's mount it all here first. And then I bring this right here, and we're going to mount that board out there with everything on there right here. Pre-put everything, and then we can just run all our wires everywhere we need to go. So that's the plan as of right now. So then the plan for Gracie is, I think I'm gonna have to get some conduit run underneath the road. I'll dig a little ditch underneath the road and bury it right there, and then just run it right probably along this right through here. Maybe just a small shallow ditch all the way up to right here to hook all the wires up, because we don't want Gracie getting in there and tearing everything up that we did. This stuff costs thousands of dollars to do. It's not cheap by any means. It's a really big investment for us. So the last thing we want is our dogs to tear stuff up whenever we could prevent it. I don't think she would, because I literally have all this out here charging every day, and she has yet to even mess with any of this. So I'm really not that concerned about it, but I'd rather be cautious now than regret it later type of deal. So stay tuned for the next video. That's what we'll be working on in the next video, getting this solar all the way hooked up. I think that's all I got for you guys in today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Us getting out here and doing some work, making progress here on the homestead. Having solar power is going to be really, really huge for us. We want to be self-reliant out here as much as possible. We know we got to buy fuel for the generators. It gets really expensive. Last night was the first full night of actually turning the generators completely off for like 10 hours and just running it off one of the big power banks that we have, and everything worked great. So that's what we're going to continue to do to conserve on spending money on fuel. Fuel prices are going up. Everything's going up in this world. So we're trying to get all this stuff set up before things just get really, really crazy. I think you guys know what I'm talking about as far as like just being self-reliant as possible is a must for my family. We want to be prepared for as much as possible, as much as that we humanly can be prepared for. That's what we want to be prepared for. And having electricity from the sun has always been a dream of mine, probably ever since I got out of Iraq, or got out of the Marine Corps, being overseas in Iraq, serving there, seeing how people lived, and I just always wanted to be more self-reliant coming out of the Marine Corps. And it's all finally starting to come together for us, me, my family, and I. And I couldn't be more excited for that. This is awesome. You guys are getting to come along with us and watch us build our homestead from scratch, build the house, get the solar all hooked up. Hope you guys are learning stuff with me. Teach me some stuff by down in the comment section. We do read the comments. I don't always reply back to all of them, but you guys know I address a lot of comments in the videos, and so we do read them, and we love advice that helps us. We absolutely do. And I've taken a lot of advice from you guys over the years, things that I may have missed that you guys caught, I usually fix, and I appreciate you guys for that. So thanks for coming along with today's video. we appreciate you guys clicking on and watching. We love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.